Hey, Coach, heading into tonight, Colin had said that it would just be a collective team effort. You had 6 players finish in double figures in scoring. What did you just see from the balance tonight?
Yeah, we needed all of them. Everyone that came in the game contributed. Thought really that start of the fourth quarter really helped us, put us in a good spot. Up, I think we might even got to double digits there to start the fourth quarter, but that start of the fourth quarter really helped us save some minutes, and then our starters were able to put it away. But collectively, everyone that was out there did a heck of a job to grind out a win.
24 points off the Wolves' turnovers tonight. Just how did you like the way that you guys were able to capitalize off those?
Yeah, it's becoming something that we do every night. Our activity, our pressure, it comes from different guys every night. But yeah, that's part of what we want to be, especially on the defensive end. Trying to put as much pressure on the basketball as possible, and it's tough because they have elite drivers, and when they get downhill, it's really hard to stop them once they get in the paint. So we knew we still wanted to apply pressure at different points, and then at somehow, some way, keep them from getting to our rim, especially those elite drivers.
Coach, looking at that, you talked about that start of the fourth. I think you had Bouye. You had a lineup that I don't know if you even used yet this year. Maybe just speak to having the trust in starting the fourth with that group.
Yeah, hopefully that's just what we're about. And it doesn't matter who's out there. Whoever laces them up, like we've talked about before, goes out and plays as hard as you can play. And that group is a tough, kind of nasty at times, defensive-minded group. And we know if we can get out in transition, we can be a good offensive group too. So that group really helped us to start the fourth. You know, Bouye, that was the first time he played, I think, in the second half. So to put him in there, put him in a spot, shows the trust that we definitely have in him.
Looking at Colin, you talked about just the growth, and at the end there, you put the ball in his hands. And I know every play didn't work out, but just the fact of letting him have the ball when a two-man game with Mark and him hitting those free throws at the end, how big was he in that for you?
Yeah, huge. You know, the last time he played Minnesota, he was huge as well. So, again, this is just who he is. We want the ball in his hands, especially there. Those free throws, the pass from Royce in a tight space to get to him shows the amount of trust that his teammates have in him as well. So, yeah, Colin just continues to set new standards for himself.
How did Dylan come out of the game with the Achilles?
Yeah, we'll have to take a look. I mean, you know, we go in mind to try to help him with his minutes best we can. And I know, you know, we wanted to match him up there with Randall as well, so his sub patterns were different tonight. He gave everything he could. Shooting around, I wasn't sure he was going to play. And where we would be without him, I don't think any of us want to even think about, you know, even on the season, just how competitive his fire, his grit that he brings every single night, whether he feels 100% or not, it is something unique in the NBA.
You know, sometimes the game doesn't always come down to one possession, but I thought the possession where y'all, you know, made Minnesota use the clock and Edwards had to get a 2 instead of getting a 3. How big was that possession? Because I looked up, it was, I want to say, 8-9 left when it could have been 15, 16 left.
Totally, yeah. We're trying to just keep him off the three-point line, but also guard him at the same time. So that's the tough one when you start thinking about no 3 defense. You don't want to just give him the driving lane just to get a quick 2. Our guys are scrambling, trying to make that one more effort. But that was a big possession. Then, you know, it was only 8 seconds left. We had 2 timeouts, which was helpful, knowing that they only had 1.
Last thing I had was your use of challenges. Obviously, you know, you won them both, but then you didn't have any in the second half. And I know this may be an odd time to be asking you this, but what do you think of just getting 2 challenges when you win both challenges? I mean, does the NBA need to revisit that as far as long as you keep winning challenges? Maybe you should keep having challenges to win to have.
I've coached in 24 games. That's way out of my league to speak about the rules. But why we did it in that second one was Grayson. That would have given Grayson the 4th foul. So, again, we have a process for it. Trust those guys to make that decision. Obviously, it really helped us tonight. Thank you. Yep.